Hi YouTube, Christian Mark 1986 here, doing a video response for the Christian Answers channel's video New Age Bible Versions and King James Onlyism, in which they interview James White, I believe is his name. And basically I first heard of this King James Onlyism from Larry Wessels himself, and he's one of my heroes of the faith, as they say, and I really enjoy his YouTube channel. I watch a lot of his videos and I've learned a lot from them and I really like them, but with the general theme of this video, I do disagree. I haven't read Gail Riplingers' book. I just basically started to watch her video on YouTube that she did at the Prophecy Club that summarizes what she's saying in the book. I definitely don't, in that video I could see right away she's not wearing a head covering and she's teaching men, so I don't know how seriously she takes every single word of the Bible. But that being said, I don't think I completely. I agree with, I don't think James White is a devil or a bad person or anything like that. But I do think that the King James version is the only version that an English-speaking Christian should use at all. And I have some reasons that I believe that. I had never heard of Gail Riplinger, but I had heard of reasons why I should not use the NIV in particular. And one of those reasons, well, there's a web page that is called the NIV Infection. It doesn't really have, it's not really anything except for comparisons. It shows you what the King James Version says, and then it shows you what the NIV says. And some of them are pretty normal, and I think they're kind of far-fetched with what they're saying about how it destroys doctrine. But it all does add up. And there's one in particular. I think it's particularly bad when it comes to the issue of homosexuality. And there's one verse in particular in Deuteronomy. I'm not sure what the verse is, but I'm sure when I describe it, Larry Wessels will get it right off the bat. And where in the King James Version it says that men should not be sodomites, and in the NIV it says men and women should not be shrine prostitutes. And there's a difference, a large difference there, in that it kind of shies away from the homosexuality being wrong thing. And I'm not sure if you know Larry, but there is a YouTube channel called the Gay Christian Network, in which this guy goes over all of these Bible verses against homosexuality and tries to make them say that homosexuality is actually okay if you're a Christian, and basically all these little things that the NIV lets you get away with, he just takes full advantage of. And I understand that the 2011 NIV has changed a lot of those things, but for years and years it was bad, and I just think that you should use the King James Version all the time because of that reason, basically. And also one of the translators for the NIV, I'm sure you already knew this, but one of the translators, whose name is Virginia Mollenkoff, or Mollenkoff, I don't know, I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But anyway, she was a left-leaning evangelical, as she described herself, when she was translating the NIV, or she was one of the translators. And she is now a hardcore feminist and a lesbian. She's openly gay. and she was one of the translators of the NIV. And when she was called and asked about this verse in particular, where they took out sodomite, if she was involved with that, and she said no. So that means that there's a larger conspiracy to kind of validate homosexuality in the Bible, and the conspiracy is larger than just her, because she did not admit to that change. And later the NIV people said that she didn't really have anything to do with the choosing of the translation or what it said, but she herself said later that she did have a lot to do with what the actual translation came out as. So basically, with all the controversy, it's better to just stick with the King James Version all the time. And I mean, I will watch the Gail Riplinger video, and but I'm definitely always open to the facts of a certain matter. But even with seeing what James White has had to say, I will still only ever read the King James Version, unless I learn Greek or Hebrew, which probably isn't going to happen. And I think everyone else should continue to stick with the King James Version. And that's just my 2 cents in a video response. Thanks.